Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You look at this Bears defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
Play action. Now Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. Now he's free to midfield.
And he gets this one down to the 24.
58 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 20.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Falcons, nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
First down, Atlanta.
Now they'll audible to something else.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
To the air, Williams.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Robinson up the middle.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago.
Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Big strides, look at him go.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Colston Loveland,
His 21st touchdown of the season.
and the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
To the air, Bennett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here's Penix.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Check that. Here we go. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Okay,
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Looking to throw Penix.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Rome Odunze.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears have moved out in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Falcons 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Penix.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Jalen Walker in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
39-yard line.
2nd and 11.
They'll look to throw again. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Operating from the gun, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
70 Lions.
Throwing again, Penix.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw again.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Williams.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in and drop him before he could take the shot downfield. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 40 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the set. Go!
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Got it.
2nd and 10.
Let's go, 18, Pioneer. Cougar 19. Check smash, check smash. What's the point on the scoreboard?
They run the draw here with Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was taken down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Tracking 60. Trap goal 80. Hurt. Go get him, go get him, go get him. Pass, go.
Robinson with another carry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Robinson will try to pick it up. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunity.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Rome Odunze,
His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
and the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
60 Eagle, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2, they don't get it.
Keeps the score, Falcons 35, Bears 33.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
To throw, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And the Falcon 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Looking to throw is Williams. And it is caught.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Jalen Walker in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll go play action here with Penix.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
What is up?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this.